Can we talk about the fact of what it takes to take out your braids? Why does it take hours or days? I wish there was a solution for that. I think I know what it is. I realized for boho and goddess braids, what really lays the foundation is literally the hair that you get, the curls that you get, whether it's human or synthetic. That really lays the foundation for the look and for the maintenance and for really what it will pan out to be. So before we get into the meat of the video, let me just do the maintenance of the video. So guys, as you know, if you haven't already, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. Join my community. It's a community for motivation and just different topics and trending topics and things that are important, things that are going to elevate us, things that are going to bring us together as one and enlighten us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and support your girl on this journey of YouTube. So let's get to the topic, guys. So as many of you know, I love braids, especially boho and goddess braids. It's been a gem for me and I absolutely love it. So in this video, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons and just about boho braids. I'm going to lay it down for you. I'm going to give you a huge tip at the end, so you might want to stay for maintenance to make sure that it stays for a long period of time, especially if you're dropping those dollar bills. You're going to want to stay tuned for this, guys. So if you're not looking to spend more dollars, if you want to spend more dollars, if you want it to last 2 or 3 months, if you don't mind if it lasts a week or 2 weeks, really and truly that all depends on the curl type that you get for these types of braids. So be careful in the hair that you choose a hair or type that will again give you the leverage in regards to, do you want it for a long period of time? Do you not mind it for a long period of time? Do you mind spending a lot of money? Do you mind not spending a lot of money? So that all entails and details basically the maintenance and the length of time that you will be able to carry these, guys. So we're going to get into the meat of the video and I'm going to give you some pros of this type of braids. So firstly, I love the look. I feel like it gives versatility. So basically, again, with the regular braids, it's just straightforward, but I feel like with the curl pattern, depending on what curl pattern you just get a variation of like different looks, and you feel like you can literally change it up every single day more as to just rocking regular braids. So it's a good way to have versatility and to have like a variation of different looks and different styles. If you want me to style this type of hair, just drop a comment down below and we can do that for you guys. Also, another thing that I love about this hair is just the flow of it. It just flows really pretty. I feel like this is also like a style for like maintenance. You don't want to touch your natural hair, but it also gives you the look, if you look really far away, that it's not braids, but it's actually like a curly weave. You feeling it? So it gives you just a different look and I really enjoy that. You can actually get this to last long if you actually have like a maintenance routine, but you have to be very like intentional about it. It's not something that you just get to sleep on like regular braids. You actually have to put the effort in with this type of hair for you to like be able to maintain it and for it to look good and kind of crispy for a good period of time. What I also love about this hair is that you can actually just use, depending, like I've done this hair several different times, and you can, for the curl pattern that you choose, you can sometimes use 1 pack, you can sometimes use 2 pack, depending I guess on the look that you're trying to achieve. Normally I've actually used variation, so I feel like I've used less than a whole pack, I've used a whole pack, and I've used a little bit more than 1 pack. So again, it depends on the style that you're trying to achieve, the look that you're trying to achieve, if you want it to be more puffy and just filled, or if you want it to be like, you know, lighter. So that's the nice thing about it. You get to kind of like diversify what style you're trying to achieve. If you're going on vacation and you love to swim, this is also something you don't have to worry about. I think it's just a beautiful effect, especially if you love taking pictures and you're on social media and you need pictures. I think it just gives a woof factor to the look when you have boho or goddess braids. It just does something extra spicy to the picture. So it's a good look if you're trying to go swimming. Again, depending on the hair type you get, if it's synthetic or human, you might get frizz, but again, that is all in regards to the hair, the curl type that you get, right? So guys, some of the cons of this hair, or for this style I should say, sometimes it does shed, again depending on the hair type. I find for the hair that I used for this, it sheds but a lightly, not too much, so that's a really good thing. But I think for other hairs it can shed a lot depending again on the curl pattern and the hair type and the brand that you use. This actually takes a longer period of time to do. So like for my regular braids, I think normally it would take like 3 hours, 4, but this one takes like 4 or 5 hours ish. It just is a little bit of a harder process, so it does take a little bit longer. So if you don't mind sitting in a chair for a longer period of time, but the benefits are so beautiful though. But it does take longer. For boho and goddess braids, that the curl pattern is going to change over time. But like I said before, if you have a really good regiment, you can have it last for a long period of time, but you have to be very intentional about it. But you do have to realize that the curl pattern, depending again on the hair type that you choose, will kind of change over time. This is a little bit much for a lot, but you will pay more for goddess and boho braids. I have a beautiful hairstylist, so my deals are pretty good, but I know that out there it's pretty heavy in terms of pricing. So the price you pay for regular braids compared to like boho and goddess braids, it's a hefty. It's pretty pricey out there, so be prepared for that. I would say that also for regular braids compared to boho and goddess braids, it does not last as long. But if you stay tuned at the end of the video, I've managed to be able to hold mine for 2 months. I can actually even go longer, but I'm very picky. I like mine to be crisp and sharp. So I like to get it redone, quite frequently. But I have figured out a way in order to how to maintain it better. And I'm going to share with you one of my tips at the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned for that, guys. So again, in just regards to boho and goddess braids, it is all in the hair type that you pick, the brand, and the type of curl that you get that really makes the look, that really helps with the maintenance, that really helps with the length of time that you are able to keep it looking crisp and sharp. So again, I told you guys that I wanted to give you a tip, and one of my tips that has really helped me is basically, so you know how a lot of times people will use just throw on a bonnet over your whole head, because you have braids, but I actually have 2 steps that I like to do. I'll actually take a hair tie. I should have probably grabbed one, but a hair tie, and I'll actually tie it around the circumference of my head so that my edges and my front, it's laying flat and it has something that's around the circumference, and then I will put my bonnet on. So it's sort of like a 2-step process for me. I feel like that helps to give the crispy look. It keeps your edges intact. It keeps your edges looking neat, so therefore the whole the whole head looks, neater and crispier. And that has really helped me in the maintenance of actually keeping the look to have a longer lasting effect. So try that and let me know below, or let me know the things that you have done that you felt that has helped you in regards to this style. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, just make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And again, I will see you soon. And thank you so much for joining this community. We share so many different things, and this is just one aspect of the things that I like to talk about, but stay tuned. Can we talk about the fact of what it takes to take out your braids? Why does it take hours or days? I wish there was a solution for that. I think I know what it is. Use that husband of yours. Use that partner of yours. Use that sister, brother-in-law of yours. There's people around you to help. But on a serious note though, loading, I'm figuring it out. And when I do, you'll be the first to know.